Hey, Geminis, Geminis, Geminis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys? My name is Patty. I'm here to do your reading for the 9th through the 15th, I believe. It is running late, but you know what? I love it when these energies are close to the actual date. So bear with me. It is hot here, and so my hair's in a ponytail, something that you guys probably have never seen. So we're going to get started. I'm going to pull an oracle from the new deck for the Divines card. So some tarot readers do past, present, future. I do divine, present, and future. And what that means is it's divine's message to you. So if you're working on something, you're struggling with something, you are trying to ask questions, something's heavy on your heart, this is hopefully a message for you that'll resonate and that you can actually get an answer to whatever you're trying to figure out here, because we all go through struggles and challenges and we all need a little bit of guidance. So this is guidance for you. And then I'm going to also do the oracles for the current energy. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, the name of this card. I'm thinking about it because I just did, as some of you that are subscribed, got the notification that my sexual abuse series is up for surviving, healing, and living with sexual abuse. Hopefully this will help someone. I would love a lot of comments if you guys watch it. I am posting the third part of the series up this afternoon. However, I have to get some readings done. This editing has taken me long time, put it that way. So hopefully it'll help somebody. That's the whole idea, to understand a victim's side perspective of sexual abuse, and also how to, as a life coach and spiritual coach, how to help yourself get started on the path of healing, or helping somebody get on the path of healing if that's not you, because there is statistics show they're very, very low. So 1 in 3, 1 in 5. You'll have to watch the video. Women, and 1 in 20 or less in men. So definitely watch those or share them. Please feel free to share them if you know somebody going through sexual abuse. And it can happen in relationships. It can happen in marriages. So definitely. All right. So let's get started, because we are going to do this. And we also have a new moon in 2 days. Actually, no, not 2 days. Excuse me. It is tomorrow. We have a new moon tomorrow, guys, in Leo. Very confident moon. Again, if you watch my spiritual war video, there is some stuff going on in there that is probably going to start happening with this full moon, or with this new moon. I can't shuffle this morning. Help me out there, up there, God. Somebody on the other side, help me out in shuffling abilities. Mom, my mother used to be an avid card player, bingo player, and she'd win all the time. I don't know how she did. She'd always win. All right, so here we go. So your first card out, which is the message to you from Divine, not sure what it is for you, but it is definitely the number 9 in numerology. 9 meaning that it needs to be in the forefront. It needs to be something that you need to pay attention to, because it might be something coming to a completion. It's not quite there yet. However, it could also mean that this is really intense. Maybe you've had something really heavy on your heart, something that you've been trying to figure out, something that has really been on the forefront of your mind. So this is really, really important to understand the numerology part. The card is called Beyond the Ordinary. And why I chuckled about that is I just finished the sexual abuse series, and I tell little stories here and there that I am definitely not ordinary. But this is a different kind of ordinary, I believe. So we're going to read this because I'm still learning this deck. I love this deck. However, there's a lot of cards I have not seen yet and studied. So this is one of them. So beyond the ordinary, let's see. Beyond our ordinary worlds defined by our memory, our intellect, and our 5 senses is a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. This is a spiritual realm, the quantum reality, called by some the Great Mystery. This place doesn't operate under the same laws we're used to, and rather has its own way of working that it is perfect, though hard for us to understand. When you want to know what is to come, the nature of something, or where you're heading, it's natural to turn. Elements cannot be named or are not yet placed. Things may be still in flux, so you cannot know and may never meant to be to know. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how it will happen, now is the time to surrender to you not knowing. Okay, I do say this a lot, guys. I do say this a lot. And as you know that, okay, so we cannot sort of question the second dimension. We cannot question God because we cannot fathom it. But if you have worked in the spiritual realm or trusted or believed in the spiritual realm enough, you will understand that there is more to this life of seeing, of what we can touch, first dimension. So you really have to sort of look at it and just accept it. So as I teach spiritual coaching, the thing is we just don't know. I had somebody questioning about death. Really, what is on the other side? We won't know. Now, the people that have had NDE, which is near-death experiences, and maybe have stepped over to the other side, a lot of the times we still won't understand because they never get the full picture. They really don't know. I know personally of somebody who was buried alive and died, was pronounced dead, transported to the morgue, and a day later woke up in the morgue. And yes, there is some medical complications from that. However, definitely came back, did not believe in God before at all, totally against it, and came back and said there is a God. So, we can't understand the second dimension. We cannot understand all the dimensions that there is, what's going on. I mean, is there another dimension that actually walks this earth in spirit form that we don't even know, or is that really ghosts coming back? We don't know. Okay, so we just have to understand when something comes about in our life, we just have to accept it. Don't try to understand it, but let it guide us, let it help us, let it bring us up to a higher self, that kind of a thing, and just keep moving forward in light and love and absolute truth. Okay, so I don't know what it is for you that's going on, that you're really reaching for an answer that needs to come from the second dimension. So you need to really pay attention to what is going on around you, little signs, little signals, little nudges, you hear little words, things of that nature. All right. And that's the number 9 that needs to stay out in the forefront. We need to keep that second dimension and God in the forefront, whether you call God Allah or Holy Spirit or universe, whatever. You have to keep that in the forefront because that really is guiding us. That really is helping us. That is really protecting us. If we listen to our intuition and we have the ability to hear the second dimension. I do. I hear, not all the time, when it wants to come in, or when there's a big message, or when there's something important, definitely it will come in. Divine will come in and tell me something, and I have to follow and abide by it because I've learned through experience over and over and over again. If I don't, then something falls apart, and it'll come back. Okay, it'll keep coming back. So the current energy, this is very interesting because the current energy is the number 4, to bring balance. Okay, to bring stability to your life, to bring understanding to your life, is follow the leader. You can follow the world's leader, or you can follow the divine leader. The world's leader is first dimensional, first world, especially if you go back to listen to the spiritual war video I did last week. Definitely this world is falling apart. Everything is chaotic. It's a mess. And this is first dimensional. So are you going to follow that and let your world stay on a roller coaster and all over the place? Or are you going to go second dimensional and say, okay, fine, whatever happens, it's going to happen. So I'm just going to sort of stay cool, calm, because I have no control over anything outside myself but me. And, if we were to go into, another lockdown or whatever for, COVID, you cannot control that. You have to just control what you can do for yourself and your family. And the thing is, this is 9, 12, 30, this is number 3 in numerology. This is acknowledging. Okay, acknowledging that all this is actually coming together, and pay attention to it. But it is also protecting treasure. And what is treasure to the divine? What is treasure to the universe? What is treasure? Our heart. Because everything wants our heart and our spirit. If you want to believe in God and Satan, who wants it? They both want our heart. If you want to believe in the universe, what is it? They want the high, they want the light, they want the high spirit, they want, what do you talk about? The light worker and everything. And then you talk about shadow work and that kind of a thing. What do they all want? Our heart, because our heart is where not only our spirit, our soul, but that is where our integrity, that is where our morals, our values, and everything lie. Okay, so really, really have to pay attention to that this week. Something is possibly really pounding on somebody's core values, your integrity, your morals, your values, trying to tempt you to go to another way, because your current energy is follow the leader. Okay, so this is really important too. You are the leader of your own soul, your own spirit, and here on earth, and then you pull in from divine for the power to be increased. Okay, so the power of protection of that heart, to not be fooled. Somebody might be going into a relationship and they're being fooled by somebody, showing who they're really not. When you go into a dating situation, a lot of that happens only because people want to show their best side. Who's going to want to show, okay, yeah, I might drink a little bit too much, or I might cuss a little bit too much. Oh, I play games a little bit too much. I play 8 hours a day, and oh yeah, work. Oh yeah, I work. Those kind of things. Really, really have to. There's too many cards. Too many cards. So really, you have to pay attention to what is going on if you're dating around that person. Okay, definitely want to pay attention. If you're meeting a new friend, a lot of the times we jump into a friendship, even if it's a girl and a girl and a guy, hey, you want to go, go hunting, you want to go shopping, you want to go that kind of thing. We jump into relationships without even really knowing their character. It's time, you got to learn about somebody's character before you allow them in their circle. Remember, there's a lot of energy vampires out there. Being an empath, they will love to suck your positive energy and just drag you down with them. Again, follow the leader. Who are you following? Really pay attention to who you're coming into. Yeah, definitely. Wow. There is somebody that is going to be going through something this week. And this is not only the cards, this is the new moon energy. There's going to be a shakeup, guys. This week, there's going to be a shakeup. Now, remember, the new moon comes in on the 8th. And the energies are actually happening right now, coming in, and things are going to be sort of like kerfuffled. Not only on that, something is in transition. I was telling you in the spiritual war, something big is coming in the transition. Don't know what it is. He never lets me know what it is. However, there is something big. I don't know if it's good or bad, but there is something big coming up. And it was really funny because I got some news yesterday, a murmur, yesterday, and I'm like, wow, is that part of the big transition? If that really happens, it could rock a lot of people. So really pay attention this week to who you follow. Really know your spiritual side versus if you're following the world or spirit, and don't be on either side. I mean, don't be on the fence. Get on either side. Whether you're going to follow the world and the politics and all the mess of the world, that's your choice, that's your life, or do you want to get your life straightened out? Do you want something to happen in peace and calmness and love and joy and all those kind of things? Then spirit's got to come in. Divine spirit has to come in, not low vibrational spirits. High spirit, God, Allah. I don't want to say Buddha's different. Buddha's was earthly, but he was very I won't go into spirituality in that sense, but what I'm talking about is the second dimension, if you want to call the angelic realm. I don't understand why people go to the angelic realm first, because why not go to divine, the highest of high powers? Because the angels are actually just a telephone between God and us. They have to go back and forth, and ask, this is what's happening, this is what's going on. So why not go to divine first and let him tell the angels, and then the angels can come down. Anyway, that's just me. Okay, I'm not putting anybody down. If you want to follow the angelic realm, you follow the angelic realm. However, I go to the big kahuna. I've always talked to the big kahuna since I was a little girl, and that I shared in the sexual abuse videos as well. All right, so first card out is the Six of Wands. Victory is coming. So victory for somebody. This is an individual victory. This is not something that a group is going to, oh yeah, we're going to win the lottery. We're going to do this. Let's get together. No, this is your personal victory. So something is going to happen that is going to bring you to a higher spiritual level, a higher self-awareness, that there is going to be victory there. Now, what is that going to be? I think you know what, it's going to be a lot of victory through some pain, because something is coming to a completion. It's victory through understanding what truth is, because you have the Queen of Wands, and then you have the Seven of Swords. Not only do you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Six of Cups, and you have the Three of Swords. Then what you have after that is the Ten of Swords. So this has to do a lot about speaking truth. This has a lot to do with somebody maybe not being honest and truthful. This is maybe somebody that is maybe trying to sabotage. I don't know who this is, but definitely they want your heart. So this could be a friendship that went awry. This could be a love relationship that went awry. This could be an old friend that let you down, that you really thought that they were a different kind of person. Maybe they hid a bunch of things that you didn't even know about, and all of a sudden this came out. However, this is definitely going to come to an end very, very quickly. It is going to be painful for a minute, but I believe that this victory, you're going to say, you know what? Okay, but I'm not going to accept that anymore. I'm not going to go through that anymore. I'm not going to deal with that anymore. I've learned my lesson with this, and you're not going to live in that past. See, the victory is not to live there. Just say, okay, I learned this lesson, but now I'm going to ask more questions. And if 2 and 2 aren't adding up, then I'm going to step back because something is off. Okay, it's sort of like the feelings I have, something big is coming, some transition is coming. I don't know what it is. It's sort of like that feeling of, I don't know what's off yet, but it's going to come to truth because we got all swords. The truth is coming out. And I always say, the dark will always be shown. As an empath, lies will always come out, whether you like it or not. I don't know what it is, but divine will pour that truth out of somebody, or will put something in place to show me the truth, because this is all about walking in your future. So this is your challenge card. This is your challenge card because somebody is going to want to stay stuck in the past, hang on to the pain, hang on to the hurt. And when you do that, you give the low vibrations your heart. It's not for you to stay there. Whatever is hurting you, or whoever is hurting you at this point, definitely, if you stay there, you have let the low vibrations, the shadow side, win. If you stay there and say, okay, I'm going to feel this for a minute, I'm going to learn the lesson, what it is for a minute, and then I'm going to move forward, and I'm not going to allow this to happen again. That's a healthy, okay, I feel it, I went through it, now I'm going to keep moving on. But rather than somebody's got the challenge of not doing that, because this is your challenge card. This is your future movement card. This is looking to the new things that are coming up and more healthy things that are coming up that the divine is trying to show you. Okay, because he's saying, who are you following? Don't pay attention. Don't give yourself 100% to this world, because it's not going to last. We don't last. All right. So this is something that is going to be a challenge for somebody, because they're going to want to stay and wallow in the pain, wallow in all the hurt, all the negative energies of that, and just stir just like a pot, you know, that's slow simmering. You have to come back and stir it every now and then. That's what this person is going to do. I don't know if that's you. I don't know if that's somebody coming towards you, but don't stay there. It's like what I talk about when we want to put something from the past away. We go to the cemetery, we bury it, we stomp on it, get it done, but we don't put up a tent and stay there and live there. We put flowers on it and say, okay, I'm done. I'm not coming back. You know, sometimes I might come back for a real quick visit, but I ain't staying here because this is my past. We need to keep moving to the future. All right. So whoever is hurting you, I want to say that this is a victory that somebody is going to do. I hate when that happens. This is a victory that somebody is going to win. Okay. Because that's your first card out. And the number 6 in this victory is about improving yourself. This is about growing yourself to a more peaceful, calm person. That's the number 6. So this is going to work on your mental and your spiritual side to become a new person in a more positive light, because you're not going to be following the earth and staying stuck in everything. You're going to allow yourself to spiral up, because we have the Magician. You can choose and create anything that you want to create, and the divine gives you the power if it is the will to keep moving to a higher vibration and to a higher self, a light self. Hey, Deepak, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I am fine. Thank you. A little hot here, so I put my hair in a ponytail. So I look a little different. I don't like this look. But this is about, we talk about manifestation. And, you know, a lot of things about manifesting what you're going to be doing in your future. It's all about what you project. If you want love, you have to give love. If you want love to come in, if you want somebody to be kinder to you or more respectful to you, then you have to be more respectful to them. This is what we can manifest. If you want to be a little snot and negative and low vibrational and give that out, that's what you're going to get back. So whoever has hurt you, whoever is damaged you, whoever has lied or betrayed you in this coming week or 2 weeks, because this Leo moon is going to bring some big transitions. I don't know what it is, but they're big transitions. The Leo moon is very confident. You have to be confident in who yourself, be confident in all that kind of stuff. So there's something coming to an end, and you have to embrace that, because the thing is, again, what is your future energy? Protecting your heart. Protecting your heart. So that's what divine does. If he takes somebody away, he's protecting you. If divine says, you know what, I've asked him to. If this is not of you, if this person is not of you and you did not send this person to me, then please take him away. And he'll immediately take him away, because it's about protecting your heart. Yes, yeah. Definitely Leo moon tomorrow. We're going to do a reading tomorrow too. I was hoping to do it today, but Deepak, I had 2 videos. I have a series coming up. I don't know if you just popped on. It's actually up now. It is a series on sexual abuse. I've survived it, but I'm also a coach, a life coach, spiritual coach. So this is about surviving. So number 1 is surviving, 2nd is healing, and the 3rd one is about living with it, because it'll never go away. So I've been so busy doing that, I have not been able to get the new moon reading. So I'm going to do it on the new moon. So we're going to do a new moon reading. I love doing that because I can feel the energies of what's going on. And I feel there is, even now, because we have energies of the moon about 3 days before they start ramping up, I do feel that something, gosh, and let's see, so today is the 7th, so 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, yeah, 11th and 12th, something's gonna happen. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so let's get back to the reading. So we manifest. So this is something you can manifest. However you handle this news or betrayal or somebody hurting you. Like I said, it could be somebody from your past that you just didn't expect to be that way, because there is something that was spread or told, because we have the Queen of Wands. This is sort of like a gossip thing, or somebody dropped some. Have you ever had somebody drop news on you and you're like, what? I didn't know that. I've had people do that about a person I was dating. I'm like, excuse me? In fact, somebody had said that they were married, and I'm like, excuse me? And we had dated like 2 years almost. And I'm like, excuse me? So what did I do? Of course, I'm going to put my criminal justice hat, go and investigate, and followed and looked, and lo and behold, he was married and had 5 kids. Yeah. So you might get a bomb like that. Not saying that that's you, but I'm just saying a hypothetical is something of that nature. All right. Yeah. All right, so let's see what else we've got going. Yeah, a lot of opportunities. The opportunities. There might be new opportunities coming up for you. However, this is going to be which leader are you going to follow. So you can make a choice based on worldly thinking, your head saying, yeah, this is what I really, really want. But divine might be saying, nah, I don't want you to do that. So you really have to pay attention, because your card from divine today is out of the ordinary, or beyond the ordinary. You got to be listening to what divine is saying. You got to listen to that little voice in your ear. You got to listen to the supernatural part, that intuition part, that spirit that is trying to yell at you and say, no, don't do that. Or yes, jump on it, whatever it is. So this is going to be an opportunity coming up. Now, there's a second energy with this card. There's an opportunity to be stuck in low vibrational energies, or pick your bootstraps up and keep moving forward. This negative energy that is going to pound you is going to tempt you to keep stuck and back when you really want to just release and move forward. And that's what divine's saying. Okay, somebody is trying to really screw with somebody's heart or take it. And this is a low vibration energy. I want to say that I hear the word toxic. There could be a toxic energy. There could be somebody, as I said in the, I think it was in the healing part of the picking up the pieces, the sexual abuse, is that toxic energies from relationships. If you're yelling at each other, if you're putting each other down, if you're calling each other names, if you're, not lifting each other up, that's toxic low vibrational energies. That's not what should be happening. That could be in this energy here. And somebody's just going to say, I've had enough. Okay, they want to really start thinking about their future, because they're stuck. Because remember, this is your challenge card. You're stuck. All right. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. We've got the sword. So this is a lot about truth, guys. Truth is absolute truth, not earthly truth, not human truth. Human truth changes. Human truth is inconsistent, okay? You've heard me say this many, many a times, where absolute truth is consistent. And what I mean by that is earthly truth is inconsistent because standards change, because everybody's different. So, but divine absolute truth is absolute, because there is a standard that never changes. It means to be always honest, always loving, always compassionate, always kind. And these are high standards. And that's what this is about. Absolute truth, not earthly truth. Because earthly truth, you can say you're telling the truth and you're really smiling and lying inside. This is definitely just not earthly truth. All right. All right. A lot of this has to do, this is a spiritual battle. Again, if you watch the, if you watch the spiritual war video that I have out, this is a spiritual battle. This week is going to be a spiritual battle for a lot of people. It's going to take a lot of courage with the Leo energy. It is going to take a lot of courage, a lot of confidence to stand up and not be mean, because this low vibration energy it's like a, what do you call it? It's like if you've got a cooking pot on the stove, it's like it's beginning to boil over. People are saying things that really, if if they had love in their heart, would never say. If they really, thought about things, it's not all about me. It's about us and we. It's boiling over in a negative, nasty energy. And this week is going to take every Leo energy that you got to say, you know what? You can be mean is what you want. You can say all those nasty things and cuss if you want, but you know what? It doesn't bother me because you know what? I'm on a higher level. And they're not going to understand anything that you say and you just don't want to go there. You don't want to entice them there. Again, you don't want to play into them there. Again, that is, who are you following? Are you going to start cussing them out and get in their face? Trust me. Today I was tempted, and Divine was like, no, and he put some words in me, and I heard somebody's voice that shared some information with me. They're still here on earth, but that came in, and I was like, oh yeah, that's more love. That's more loving. This is how I need to do this, because I'm swamped today, but something came in the middle of my schedule and said, no, I need you to do this. And I'm like, but then I was like, you know what? What is more important, the person or this thing that I need to do? The person is 100% more important. So you share it and you do it in smiles and love, and know that that person could be gone in a minute. Whatever I have to do could be there for the rest of the life. So this is what we're talking about. This is definitely a spiritual battle this coming week. Going to need that Leo energy to stand strong, be loyal, to definitely divine, and to your integrity. I'm going to say that over and over and over. I want to just repeat that. Stay strong in your integrity this week. Stay strong in your integrity this week. Stay strong in your integrity this week, because it's going to be challenged. I don't know who that's for. I love this, though, because we've got the opportunities and what we can manifest. Remember, this is your last card here, which is the Four of Wands. So this is beautiful because there is single victory. There is celebration. There is unity of some type. There is love in this celebration. Usually the Four of Wands is like a wedding, a ceremony of some kind of a thing. But because you have your first card and your last card of being of a celebration, this is a huge victory. So I guess what I'm going to say is, if you keep your integrity at a high level, high standard, keep your spirit high, your energies high, and don't let the dark shadow over. As soon as you feel that blood beginning to boil because of something that's happened, I don't know what it is, but I want to just say somebody sort of stabbed somebody in the back, not literally, but, went behind and sort of betrayed them. And that's huge. Because you lose trust, you can lose a friend. If somebody's going to betray me, they don't deserve me in their life, because you don't value me at all. And that's where I keep my high integrity. If you don't value me, then that's basically saying, if you're going to betray me, one, you can't walk in absolute truth. You cannot value me as a person and how special I can be in your life or to you in your life. So I don't need to be in your life. So I have to be the strong one, the Leo energies, to say, thank you, but you're out. I don't allow that low vibrational energy. Now, if they change, it takes time, and they come back and they say, you know what, you were right. I'm deeply sorry. I've learned over the time I was gone that I need to walk in absolute truth, and they've changed, because everybody changes. Everybody's always changing. Then you can have the opportunity to say yes or no to let them back in. But remember, the heart, the spirit, that is what the low vibration, and that's what divine wants. Divine wants you to be happy, fulfilled. I can't say happy, joy-filled. Happy is earthly, can change like a fart in the wind. And the thing is, joy-filled, it can never be removed. This is something I feel joy, and it cannot be removed. That's your spirit. Your spirit is, I guess it's your happiness for your spirit, but it is joy, because it can't be taken away. So that's just one thing there. Oh, we've already gone way over. So Geminis, that's your reading. So don't forget, whatever is happening this week, please don't stay stuck in the lower vibrations, because it's going to try to pull you and suck you in. That's like temptation. So if you're on very simple. If you're on a diet and you go past a bakery or an ice cream store or something that has sweet that you're not supposed to have, that is that temptation. It's like trying to keep you from whatever you're trying to manifest in your life. And it's going to keep pulling you back. The Leo energy. Think of the Leo energy. I can be strong. I can do this. I can persevere. I can hold out. I have discipline. I can do this. And if it needs to cut somebody out of your life that's toxic, that needs to go, you can do this. This is low vibration. If somebody has hurt you, you need to step back, analyze it, say, does this person need to be in my life? Is this a mistake? Because everybody makes mistakes. Is this a mistake, a one-timer? Or is this something that has been repetitive over and over? If it's repetitive over and over, low vibrational, bye-bye, because they're going to suck you into that world and you cannot keep that high vibration. Yes, light does cover dark, but you know what? Light does get tired sometimes and gets cloudy, you know, and tries to confuse and try to do that kind of stuff. So really keep your integrity high. All right? Geminis. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a strong week. I'm going to tell you right now before I go, all the readings from the 9th through the 15th have been really sort of a darker energy. It's been really hard for me. I've been struggling going through them because they are darker. So something is really underlying that is trying to come up. So this next week, and I'm going to say not even this next week, I'm going to say the next 2 weeks. Something underlying, something to create havoc, to create chaos, to create anger, to create animosity. And that's why I'm really pushing on paying attention to what divine wants you to do in walk in absolute love and light, and which leader you're going to follow. You know, the politics and the government, you know, there's, you know, all this COVID stuff now that's growing up. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the transitions is they start locking things down again. I really wouldn't. So be prepared, because I don't know what it is, but it's going to end fast. It's going to go quick. All right. Geminis, got to go. Got another reading. I'm going to be doing readings all day today. So I do have to go pick up my daughter first, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to be doing Libra next. But also too, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please share. If you've watched the Spirit War video, or if you watched any of the picking up the pieces, part 1 or part 2, please share those if you know somebody has gone through that or has a partner that doesn't understand why their partner is doing what they're doing. Maybe this is part of the problem, that kind of a thing. Please share those videos, but don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And hopefully we will see you either tomorrow on the new moon reading or on your next reading, whether it's this afternoon or next week on the 16th. All right, take care. Thanks, Deepak. I really appreciate it. Oh, you keep blessing too. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate it. Take care now. It doesn't want to stop.